Mario, I want to talk a little bit about fitness as well. You know, we got a fitness expert on the show, and fitness is something that I think about a lot. As an after-hours entrepreneur, I've got my main job, I got my kids, I got my wife, I've got a lot of stuff going on. I've got my after-hours entrepreneurship. There's definitely days where I feel like I just don't have the time to put that exercise in. Do you think that's a dangerous mentality to be in? Or do you think that exercise works in a phase of seasons? Okay, I'm going hard on my job here. I'm going hard on exercise now. How can we actually integrate this so we can stay happy, healthy, and sharp?
That's a really good question. You actually tackle an idea of what's getting in the way of consistency, and actually one of the most common things that gets in the way of consistency, which is black and white thinking or dichotomous thinking, where in a sense, if I can't get the full workout in, I may as well just scratch it and do this whole thing the next day or some other day, which is quite dangerous when you're looking at it from a perspective of building and breaking habits, because habits respond to frequency. So if you're not frequently building that habit in there, you're going to have a hard time maintaining the habit. So I'm actually a big fan of what I would call mental flexibility, in a sense that if you have a plan A workout that's an hour and it's really tough to get to the gym in that amount of time you have, maybe you don't even have a gym or stuff just gets really busy, how can we shrink that habit to a different variation of that same thing, but that requires less time, if time is the limit factor? How can we do a 15-minute workout? How can we make a 10-minute session? How can we do 3 sets of push-ups right now to just simply maintain the habit? You're not always doing it for the result. You're doing it for the habit as well. And I think people don't understand this intuitively. They're always kind of result-driven, as I am, as well as an entrepreneur. I mean, love KPIs, measurements, metrics, data. I'm an ex-software engineer. My entire life is in spreadsheets. I get it, right? I totally understand all the OKRs and everything. But at some point, you're just doing it to maintain the habit. And I love the ability, when I do that meditation session for a minute, just because I don't have the 15 minutes that I would normally do, I just love the fact how it allows me to still see myself as someone who meditates regularly. It's not a matter of whether I'm going to get this enlightenment from a minute of meditation. I'm not. But I'm building that muscle, and then I'm maintaining that meditation muscle through that 1 minute, and I'm doing just the best I can. And just the fact that you did the best you can leads to greater confidence. It allows you to kind of start rethinking some of the other things in your life. Am I being dichotomous in some other things, right? If I can't do this whole weekend with my kids and do all these things and all these plans and take my kids to Disneyland and do those trips and all that, can I do an afternoon walk with my kids? Can I do something that is going to make a big difference, but that is not this whole overhaul? Because we're always in the overhaul mindset. Everybody who's struggling, they think, oh, I'm going to overhaul everything immediately. Think about it from different grades. You can start 100% sure, but when it's not possible to do the 100%, how can you minimize that habit? And that mental flexibility goes a very long way, because you're fighting that tendency of the fresh start bias. I'm going to start on Monday, and I'm going to screw up this weekend. So one cookie leads to a whole bag, and the bag leads to a whole day. The day leads to the whole weekend, and then fresh start on Monday. So those are some of the things that essentially go in the way of success. And so you are really looking at, how can I be as mentally flexible as possible? So in your case, contingencies. If this, then that. And as an engineer, again, think algorithmically. If this happens, then I'm going to do this. If that happens, I'm going to do that, right? So it's always a solution for a particular situation. And instead of being in that victim mode, okay, I can't do anything, and just crash the whole thing.
Well, I like that it doesn't have to be your full 45-minute workout. Hey, you're tight. Maybe just go for a walk. Maybe just go for a quick swim. Just do something. Keep that body moving, right? A body in motion stays in motion. Thank you so much for watching. I'm glad you enjoyed this episode. I've got several other episodes right here for you. Smash one of these videos to make sure that you don't miss out on the tips, tools, and tactics of industry experts. Let's take that side hustle full time. Smash one of these links.